Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Ozema. I hope you are doing great and you are feeling well and you're staying safe as a matter of fact. Well, so many things have been happening in Nigeria. Well, things happen every day here, okay? But the one that is on so many people's lips is this young woman that stabbed a man to death. And everybody is asking so many conspiracies, so many theories, so many analyses and everything. But you see, one thing we will not, one thing we shouldn't forget is the society. This is society's failure. And somebody is asking how. You know, these young people have not, around them, they have not seen credible mentors. When you don't have people to look up to, it affects your growth. It affects your well-being. It affects the way you do things. Who is modeling good behavior around them? A young girl is in school, you go to school, throughout the semester, the parents don't even ask her or send money. As soon as she leaves for the university, the parents don't even care anymore till the end of the semester. How does she get money? Who gives her money? Is it not the older generation? Is it not these old men? When a governor or any government functionary is going somewhere, before they get there, they have already procured young girls that will service them in quotes. So what are we talking about? The older generation, politicians. The money you are giving that young girl, is it not money meant for your constituency projects? You are a politician and you don't have anything to show for it in your place. Constituency projects, you know, you're not part of it. But if it's to take young girls to hotels, to introduce them to drugs, you are there. You are number one. You know, this older generation is very greedy. Very greedy. They see children that are young enough to be their children. They're even grandfathers. But they don't care. You want to spoil them. You introduce them to drugs. You introduce them to illicit affairs. You introduce them to sex and everything. And they become what you want them to become. You are in the family, you are a father. You cannot even model good behavior around your children. You are at home, you are in Lagos, somebody calls you, say, okay, I'm in Abuja, I've been in Abuja since two days. Because maybe probably you are owing the person or something. And your children are there, they are watching you. What do you think? They will start seeing lying as a norm. And they will grow with it. Did you watch the other day, a man was shown on TV? What did he do? He mauled his wife to death. He beat her to death in Benin. Over 2,000 naira. And it was his son that was testifying. That son, what becomes of that boy now? Obviously, the woman was the one taking care of the home. Now the mother is no more. He doesn't have a helper now. His friends come to him and say, guy, what are you doing at home? Oh, let's go somewhere. That somewhere could be anywhere. It could be that they're teaching him how to do something that he didn't know how to do before. They can introduce him to drugs and all that. And when you hear the kind of drugs they're taking, things that used to be dirt. What is dry pawpaw leaves mixed with something? Dry plantain leaves mixed with something. They are taking this and they're getting high. High to do what? That boy, his friends could introduce him to kidnapping, armed robbery and everything. Though people in kidnapping business, armed robbery business, they're not stopping. They are looking for recruits. And any willing person can become a recruit. And that is how the vices multiply in our society. Has the family not failed? A failed family is a failed, reflects a failed society. That is how it is. You are a father, a grandfather. You are running around children. And you come out and maybe you are even a deacon in church or whatever. Someone in society that they respect. Nobody knows what you do in the dark. How will we not have chidimmas in our society? We will have. There are so many of them. Some of them are even in your homes watching her and they are saying tufiakwa, tufiakwa. But that is exactly what they are doing. Just because their own have not even come out like this. So they are playing safe. They are playing mommy's girl. That is boy. But that is exactly what they are doing in their schools, wherever they are. How do you visit your children in schools? No, you don't. You say they are in the university, they are adults now. Have you ever tried as a parent? Have you ever taken a trip to the school to say, let me go and visit my child? Surprise her, surprise him with a visit. And you will be amazed at what they are doing. I'm not saying that all of them are like that. No. But at least it will be a nice thing for you to pay your children a visit in school. Secondary schools, they have visiting days. Universities don't have visiting days. But you can go and see them. There's nothing wrong with that. These people, they don't have mentors. A child graduates with a first class, second class upper, he could not secure an employment because this same older generation have denied him employment. He doesn't have anybody there. He becomes depressed. In his depression, he meets somebody that introduces him to drugs. You know, it takes self-control and good discipline. You must have it in large quantity for you to say no to certain things that you're not used to. You must have self-control. You must have been taught. That thing must have been ingrained for you to say, no, I will not do it. But if you have not been taught, if nobody has told you, you will say, okay, you jump at it. Anything that comes around you, you follow. So these young people, we shouldn't even blame them like that. We should blame the parents, the family, because there is no good education anymore in families. They don't teach them. You are in the home, your child is still sleeping by 10, and you are doing everything in the house, and you call yourself a parent. What kind of a parent are you? You have grown-ups. They cannot do anything. Tell them to do something. Oh, I can't do that. No, mommy, I will not be. I can't do it. See my nails. See this one. And you are smiling. You have failed. No matter how successful a parent is, if your children are failures, you are a colossal, monumental, humongous failure. Yes, that is what you are. What are you teaching them outside? I used to know a woman. She was the first person to travel to London in her area. Each time she came back, then they would celebrate her. But you know what? Her children turned out to be failures. And it's even annoying because the husband was a professor. None of them, so many of their children didn't go to school. Yes, she was a success, right? The older generation have not been able to represent true fatherhood to these young ones. And they're saying Father's Day, Father's Day. What is Father's Day? A man abandons his family, walks out, carries his bag and leaves without any provocation. So when you say, after they are my children, they will come back. After everything, they will come back. That is a notion. That is a bad one. Until we do it right in families, this is what we'll be getting. So many of them are on the prowl. They are everywhere. The thing is, just be praying that, oh, you don't meet them. They are everywhere. Let us do the right thing in the family. Let us teach them well. It starts from when they are young. Let them know that a bad thing is a bad thing. If it's bad, it's bad. Don't paint it. Don't give it another name. Don't give it another coloration. It will not work. And that is why we are where we are today. Look at our politicians. They siphon money. These young people are watching them. You go to school, you cannot get a job. Yahoo boys are everywhere with bags of money, painting the town red. And you say these young ones will not follow them. It's a lie. They will follow them. How many of them have self-control? How many of them have been taught in families? How many? Until we do the right thing, this is what we'll keep getting. Society will keep being bad. If we do not do anything, drugs are on the rise. I have never heard of roofies before. I had it last week. I don't even know what it is. So I had to go online to check. I didn't know it was a drug, nothing. Look at the kind of names they give it. SK and loud. Look at. And you'll be thinking that it's one nice thing. Don't know that it's something that is destructive. That will send someone to an early grave. But they don't care. Young people puffing on cigarettes and stuff. They don't care. A young girl was asked, why are you following rich men? Because your parents are rich. She said, my parents are rich. I'm not the one. When someone asked her, what if your father sees you? She asked the person, what is my father doing in this kind of a place? If my father comes here and sees me, he is also doing what I'm doing. So he can't tell me not to do it. But it's not justified. Of course. Will you blame her? These are children that have been shielded all their lives. Once you let them out, they are on the loose like a dog that has been tied. Immediately you let the dog loose. Oh, he jumps here, he goes there, he goes there, he goes there. That is how it is. We have to do something. Otherwise, we'll have so many of them in the society. They're already there. So let's start teaching them. This is how it is. Let's model good behavior around your children. Or civil servants, you are packing money, things you cannot afford ordinarily. But that is what your children are watching you. They are watching you. And you want them to all of a sudden become saints. No. It starts from the home. A home that has failed will become a society that has failed. Because what is a society? People that are from the home, they make up the society. So if you think that you are the best and your children are nothing, you are wasting your time. You are a failure. You have failed. You should go back, sit down and think. Have a rethink. Have a reflection. Have an introspection. And talk to yourself. And start doing the right thing. Discipline starts from the home. Let there be discipline in your home. Children don't go out and come in when they like and you don't say anything. Maybe you're a man, you leave it, it's for your wife to do. It's for your wife to discipline the children. You're on your own reading newspaper. And you think you are doing the right thing. Rome was not built in a day, they tell us. Let us start. We can still do something. We can still try and help our young ones. Don't say it's not my child. In those days, when you see a child doing a wrong thing, that person may not be your parent. They will beat you. But now, they will say, it's not my child. Even in your compound, people are doing bad things. Say something. Try. Don't say it's not my child. You don't know you don't know what that one will become tomorrow. She may be of help to you, or he may be of help to you. Don't look away. Let us go back to our values. We used to have values in those days. What happened to us? Let us go back. Let us start doing something. From where you are, you can make an impact. Don't say, I'm not a government functionary. I'm not in this. I'm not in that. You are something. In your church, you are somebody. Somebody is looking up to you. You don't know who is admiring you. Start mentoring somebody. Be a mentor. Be someone somebody should look up to. Don't say, I don't care. It doesn't concern me. It concerns you. Because you have children. If you do not make the place where you are okay, your children will go out and they will mix with those people that you don't want him to mix with. And it becomes a problem. So let's do the right thing. Well, I think I should just say this debate because it's getting out of hand, honestly. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you are here for the first time, remember to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you get to see the alerts or be notified each time I post a new video. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great week. Bye.